Hey everybody, wanted to share a quick thought for those of you who, from a relationship perspective, that you might be in a situation where you don't understand what's going on, or your significant other is making you upset or what have you, whatever, right? I want to give you something that's hidden in plain sight, and it's truly when they say that, if you want to hide something from somebody, you put it in a book. And we won't even say put it in a book. So we'll say put it in a book. Not only that, but in a seminar or in a conference or in a workshop or something, right? And I think that what happens is that when we're growing up, we got not for you. Okay, this is what happened with me. We're just gonna say this happened with me. Elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and all of that is curriculum, right? And so you're normally reading and looking at and listening to things that you really, over half of that stuff you don't even care about, let alone ever use, right? And so then when we get out of, let's just say, out of high school, out of college or whatever, now guess what? We're grown, right? And we don't have to read anything. We don't have to go seek any higher learning, any higher knowledge about ourselves or whatever case may be. So unless it's tied to a check, let's be real, unless it's tied to a check with some money, we're not going to seek, next level thinking. And I think that when it comes to matters of the heart, particularly when it comes to relationships and things of that nature, that is one of, particularly those who are entering into marriage, that is one of the, if not the biggest business decision that you're ever going to make, and biggest emotional decision that you're ever going to make, because you are now tied to somebody else's world forever, for your heart, for your finances, for everything. You're tied, you're intertwined. And what do we do in those situations? We coach ourselves. We think through it, we get mad, and then we think our way out of it. We get into a situation where our significant other, and we either try to fuss through it with the other person, or we sit around and while we're watching TV, we're thinking about the other person and how upset they make me, or how to manipulate around a situation, or maybe even how to better the situation. And that sounds good, but it's not the smartest thing to do, because you cannot use the same brain that got you into the situation to get you out of it. You need to seek. That is the reason why you need to seek counseling, or you need to seek advice or guidance from somebody or something else besides yourself, because you don't have all the answers. The same brain that got you into the situation, how is it going to get you out of it? How? You have to get the higher learning, the other information, the same way that when you were in school, you figured out, times tables and all that, not because you sat there and thought it up, because somebody taught it to you. If you played a sport, you got better because the coach helped take your skill level and advance you, and show you, hey, I know you're doing this, but try this with it. Try to run like this with the ball, or try to, shoot like this or whatever, or even if it's an instrument, try to play it like this. Well, guess what? It's the same thing when it comes to relationships. And I want to encourage everybody, that's why your inner circle is so important. Because if you have the wrong people around you, there goes just about all your guidance right there. So when you got them ignorant folk around you, yeah. If you have somebody who's not on your level of thinking, or they have not been in your situation and they're giving you advice, or there's no education behind what they're giving you, something. And so that we get caught up in speaking to the wrong people and watching the wrong things, instead of saying, okay, you know what? I need to read about this. I need to go to this conference. I need to go to this. I need to do something different versus sitting there and thinking through the process by myself. Because I promise you, that's going to put you in a situation, and maybe you've won because you did that one time, or maybe even two times. It's not going to work for you every time. I wouldn't even make it a habit if I was you. If I'm in a situation, I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling mentors. If I'm in a situation, I'm picking up the phone, calling my bishop. If I'm in a situation, I'm picking up and I'm calling somebody who's at a higher level than me. of this situation that can help coach me through the situation. I'm not going to sit there and think through it by myself. And even while the process of a lot of times we're doing that, we're stressing ourselves out because then we don't even have an answer. And the only thing we did was kind of sit there and think about it and stir up the pot more of why we're upset about why we're upset with the person. So I wanted to come over here real fast and just share with somebody that I'm glad that you trust yourself in this thing called life, and I'm glad that you've made some good decisions along this thing called life. But I want to encourage you to stop coaching yourself when it comes to matters of the heart, when it comes to relationships. Stop doing it. It's not going to work. It's not. You need to talk to somebody. You need to lay on somebody's couch and talk about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we need to stop having this level of arrogance as if we can do it all by ourselves. We can't. We weren't even put in this earth to be like that. You're put on this earth to collaborate with other people and share with people, okay? And be shared too. And a lot of that's just going to come from us, humbling ourselves down and speaking with somebody that might be able to help advance us instead of us coaching ourselves. So just want to put that quick word on you, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Take care.